about them there, huh?
There's a 3.5 pounder right now.
How about that? That's a pretty bass. The case salty shad is one of my go-to baits. No matter what, basically from April through October, I'll be throwing these pretty regularly, regardless of whether I'm fishing lakes or rivers. They can be Texas rig, Tex posed, or nose hooked. Texas rig style. Through the nose. Rotate the hook. Set the nose of the hook up on the offset part. See the hook there. Measure it wherever the bend is. Index finger there, and put the hook point right into the side just above your index finger. That way the bait will run properly. And the trick to this bait, again, with the post-spawn conditions and the fish weren't looking up, you needed to get this bait to sink a little bit. So I would throw it in and dance it a little bit as soon as it hit the surface. And you'd get a few fish that would hit it immediately, the shallow fish. Get that thing to fall. A lot of the bigger, better quality fish we caught
Want a 5-second delay, right?
They wanted at least a 5-second drop, and the tail on this thing wiggles as it falls through the water column. So that's when the fish were coming up and they were grabbing it probably, I would say, halfway down or even more, closer to the rocks, 8 or 10 feet down.
And that creates a more vertical, almost straight down. It's almost like it's going straight down.
It's like a suspending jerkbait almost, but it's got a really super slow fall. It drives them crazy.
Yep.
That's a really good option. Small chunk bass, huh?
Yep.
That's a little more. Right now we're throwing a Texas rig, Tex posed, case salty minnow, the 3-inch soft jerk bait made by Case Plastics. I've got it rigged on a 3/0 hook. I prefer straight shank worm hooks. I'm one of the few that do that because extra wide gap hooks, these lures, the rubber just slides down on them way too much. I just don't like, I like when the bait darts. I don't like it when it keeps fouling up on the hook. And when you throw it, my experience is with extra wide gap hooks, the baits just slide too much. So I get straight shank hooks for that simple reason. And these baits are good because they're a soft jerk bait and you can fish them a couple different ways. You can fish them similarly to that of like a Yumding or a Senko style bait and just dead stick them because they sink like crazy. They've got a lot of salt in them, so they're a dense bait. Or you can walk the dog with it. You can fish it like a, like a regular soft jerk bait, or you can fish it on the surface walking the dog. It's a very versatile bait. How about that, huh? It's a nice fish there. That is a pretty bass right there. That is a pretty bass right there. Well, we called that spot. Back home, baby. Good bass. Good bass.